And thank you for the great turnout tonight, and appreciate that. Thank you.
Ryoichi Richard Matsushima truly exemplifies the American dream. His life serves as a role model and inspiration to everyone.
Thank you very much for this great honor. And I am very proud to be a part of all the citizens of town of Vesta. Thank you so very much.
I always wanted to be helpful. I always wanted to leave this world better place than when I came.
Richard, were you a tough boss?
Excuse me?
Were you a hard boss at Camp High? Were you tough on your employees?
When you spend money, you want to be happy. It's very important to have repeat customers. When you have first bite, that is really critical point. Before they leave, they already know they want to come back. That's always in my mind. And also, we don't want to disappoint the customers. I'm the last one to protect the customers. If I don't care, who cares? We never want to disappoint the customers.
When I was 15, my dad was really excited for my birthday. He was counting down for my birthday. I was like, I don't know, he's just really excited. So I got my kimono. I was a hostess at 15, and we would fight a lot because my dad really has this high standard of what has to happen, but also how. To this day, he's a very particular person, but when it comes to serving the customers, he has a very specific way that things need to happen, and he'll do what he has to do to be able to achieve those things. My dad has made a lot of people cry over the years, but at the same time, at the end of the night, he'll give you the biggest hug and tell you how amazing you are and just build you up.
Ever since I was born, everybody, from kids, grown up, after grown up until retired, has a busy life, really driven. If you are measured by the health, by the brain waves, theta is very, very, very gentle like this, 8 hertz or something like that. But busy society, if you live in big communities, you cannot feel ease, you cannot feel relaxed. But I think Kampai created some of the atmosphere that time runs slowly. Hi. Who is this? Oh. Oh.
Just stop him over a second.
Okay. Do you know who he is? I'm glad. Okay.
Anytime he'd someone come in, he'd treat them like family. He knows everyone's name. He knows their family history. He knows almost more about people's families than some of them do. It's so. My father really nurtured that for the last 40, 50 years, really, almost coming up on 50 years. He's got these notebooks, and every day he just goes through, like, this is the date, and then just goes through and puts whatever he thinks is interesting or important to him, whether it's like a business card, someone that he just met, a clipping out of the newspaper. That's one of those things that really is important to him. I think that really keeps him going as well, too, and keeps his mind sharp.
This is my hobby, or my pleasure, to keep all the friendships. The people whom I met, I always, keep in touch.
We've definitely made some adjustments and improvements over the years, but for the most part, decor is the same. He was the one that designed a lot of the different features here, kind of basing it off of like a Japanese like tea house. So having that thing to be able to walk back into is something that, people can say, like, oh, I remember, having my first date here at this table, or this and that, those other memories. Another big part as well, too, are the photos. Growing up, I remember, with our family, my dad would always be taking pictures. We'd go on vacation, and, when I was a kid, I did not like that. I'm like, angry kid, got my hands in my pockets. I'm like, just another photo, but looking back on it and being able to remember the great times, it's very special.
Films, it have 108 seats. This is important part of our activities. We capture the joyous moment most of the time, to help to celebrate. I used to write everything in like happy birthday, happy anniversary, banzai. Banzai. Ban means 10,000, zai means years. That means best wishes.
He definitely has changed over the years, especially not being here, and working with the operations of the restaurant. My dad always tells me, he's like, you need to love your employees. It's kind of working, the old school and the new school kind of together to form our own, way of running things here.
My dad always likes to say that I was born in the best place at the best time. So he was born in 1946, less than a year after World War II ended in Japan. Most people wouldn't think that's the best time or the best place, but for him, all he remembers is being with his family, being with his neighbors, everyone helping each other, being out in nature and the rice fields and the birds and the flowers. Now, towards the later part of his life, he kind of has that slice of community that he had at the beginning in Japan. He's just so absolutely dedicated to having other people find the same level of joy that he has in his life. And if we can all achieve that, hey, we're gonna be in a really good place.
I like to make this world beautiful, one flower at a time. And I like to make this world peaceful and better place, one person at a time. Our daughter lives right there, next door. And you see, maybe, I don't know. And our son lives right next there, next house. So this is my heaven. I'm living in heaven. After I left, amazing thing is business gets better. I was wondering why business gets better, but I think people like the concept of Hibachi, sharing excitement, sharing the things together. It's almost like a little salon, like, you know.
There's just so many ties and loops back to the restaurant over time. So many stories and just big moments in people's lives that they've experienced here. Some people, they've spent every single birthday here their whole life. Maybe they're 20 years old, but that's 20 birthdays they've spent here and 20 photos they have that are signed in Japanese by my dad or one of the other Japanese servers. Those things really mean something to people, especially in this day and age where things can just be really kind of like disposable and fleeting. Everything is a story, so you might as well make it a good one. It's not the Matsushima story, it's not the Kampai story, it's everyone's stories layered into that. Almost like these like mini legends of people's lives, and it's cool that it's anchored here.
Life is not easy, you know. If they have a chance to get together to, you know, enjoy their life and enjoy the celebrations, you know, that I think Kampai is a good place. People like the, you know, closeness of other people. I think that is our strength, you know.